afternoon, everyone, and thanks for coming to the Zero Motorcycles 2016 new model presentation. It's great to see so many people here today. In fact, it's even great to be here at AIMExpo for the third year and see the growth of this show and to see all the participation. 2016 is a great year to be in the motorcycle business. A lot of great new products, a lot of great new technology, a lot of great new engineering, a lot of great new design. A lot of choices out there for consumers to make. At Zero, we're really proud of the fact that we're offering a very unique and compelling alternative to the normal way we experience motorcycling through electric propulsion. I'd like to share with you a little bit today about the new model line that we have at Zero and tell you a little bit about the company. But first, a quick video to show you some of the excitement around our product line. Pretty cool stuff. Again, my name is Scott Harden. I'm the VP of Global Marketing for Zero Motorcycles. Zero Motorcycles is a California-based company. We're located in Scotts Valley, California, equidistantly located between Silicon Valley and Santa Cruz. We draw on the tech savvy of the valley and the cultural aspect of Santa Cruz. That's what informs and shapes the product line that we currently offer. We are 130 employees strong, based primarily in Scotts Valley, but with a strong team in Europe of around 15 staff members spread out, which is one of our primary markets, and of course in North America. Over the last year, we've experienced substantial growth in terms of sales. We're the only EV motorcycle manufacturer that's continually brought a new product to the market successfully for the last 6 years running. And we're very proud of that fact. Not only we bring a motorcycle itself, an electric motorcycle itself to the market, we're bringing different models and different configurations for different user types. We've developed all of our technology in-house. The primary aspects of the bike obviously are around the motor, the battery, and the controller. We have several patents on those components of the bikes that really set us apart from the rest of the manufacturers that are out there. For 2016, we have some great news that we'd like to share with everybody. We may continue to push the boundaries in terms of range, performance, design, and the experience around electric motorcycles. We like to say electric motorcycles are the closest thing to riding a magic carpet this side of actually riding a magic carpet. Smooth, seamless power, no sound, no vibration, no fumes, no heat, just twist and go. For 2016, we focused on three major areas of overall improvement across the product line. Starting with more energy, the holy grail of any electric vehicle, longer range. Zero Motorcycles already has the most energy dense and power of any electric vehicle, production electric vehicle in the world today. Our engineers have done a tremendous job of tweaking the chemistry, the way that battery chemistry is managed and delivered to the motor and the controller to yield substantial range, up to as much as 197 miles on in the city on some of our top bikes. This year we've added additional range on our SDS platform of bikes, about another 4% in range, and up to 14% more on our FX line of products. So again, more range, more fun, more user satisfaction. The other area that we focused on this year was charging. Again, another area that's very important to an electric vehicle consumer. How quickly can you recharge the bike? How quickly can you fill up the tank? There again, our engineers have been heavily focused in this area. And for 2016 on our SDS platform bikes, we're offering a charge tank accessory that charges the bike as much as 3 times faster than the standard onboard charger. Now our standard onboard charger will use any standard 110 utility outlet. For those of you who may not be figured, no special devices are required. You simply plug in just like you do your cell phone at night, forget about it till the next day and then take off. With the new capability of the charge tank, you can charge up to 95% of full charge from 0 to 95% on our 9.8 kilowatt model in as little as a couple of hours. So it's a very compelling use case for our consumers, and it's something that they've been asking for. Of course, we offer additional charging capabilities, additional products that can be configured with the bike that help to shorten up the charge times even further. The third area that we focused on for 2016 is around our motor. Now we have our own internally designed motor at Zero. We're very proud of this. Our design philosophy at Zero is predicated upon the philosophy of sophisticated simplicity. We have a very simple, very efficient, very powerful motor that lies at the heart of a Zero motorcycle. This year, we've changed the design a little bit to include interior permanent magnets, or IPM. And the benefit of that is that they cool much more efficiently, and therefore they can take much harder loads under hard riding conditions. Our top-of-the-line bike makes 106 foot-pounds of torque. That's more than any 1,000cc sport bike. And that's impressive to feel when you turn the throttle. That power comes is all derived through a very simple, very elegantly designed IPM motor that's direct drive. No shifting, no clutch, no worrying about the power curve of the bike. You're always in the meat of the power band. You're always in the right gear. You have optimum power 100% of the time. This is really what makes our user case so compelling. The IPM motor is a real breakthrough for us, and something that I think our consumers are really going to benefit from in 2016. So let's talk a little bit about the model line. Zero's model line up until this point has consisted of 4 base models. The Zero S, or Stealth, our Street Fighter model, is what you would call a naked, or can be classified as a naked or standard bike. It's perfect for intercity use, perfect for weekend ride, a little bit more aggressive riding position on the bike. Again, up to 197 miles of range, depending upon the version that you purchase in the city. Tremendous good power, good torque, very easy bike to ride, and one of the best-selling bikes in our line. The derivative of the S, the SR, considered a supercharged S model. Again, naked, Street Fighter style bike, but configured for maximum performance. 106 foot-pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. This is in fact the best-selling model in our line, and no wonder with all that power and performance on tap. For the guys that like a little bit more variety in their life, we have the DS model, dual sport, more of an upright seating position, a little bit neutral, a little bit less aggressive on the older guys, something that they can enjoy riding back and forth, more of an upright seating position. Again, comes with all the same attributes of our bikes. Last year, as you know, many of you know, the big mantra around Zero was to upgrade all the components around our bike. We went to Showa suspension, and this year we have Showa back again with really nice settings on the bike to make sure that we get all that power delivered to the ground real well. And most important of all, Pirelli tires. It was a big step forward for us, and on the SR model a minute ago we had Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 tires on it. When you have that much torque, that much power available, you really want to be able to hook up, and that really changed the handling characteristic of the bike last year. Back again for 2016 with the Pirelli tires all the way around. And then of course Bosch ABS brake systems. Last but not least is the Zero FX Stealth Fighter. I think Cycle World magazine named us one of the most entertaining motorcycles in 2015. This bike is just a hoot to ride. It can be classified as an on-off-road trail bike, an inner-city bike. It's based on a different platform than our SDS models, with removable batteries that can easily be swapped out and used for different configurations in case if that's the use case. Zero motorcycles right now in the United States, over 60 police agencies around the United States are using our bikes for police work. They provide a real tactical advantage in terms of what they can do with it, the areas that it can patrol, the types of the lack of maintenance on the bikes, or no routine maintenance on the powertrains, how long they keep going, how long they can be deployed out in service. That's become a real popular case, and the FX version of this, or our FXP model, is a highly popular model. So, two new models that we have for this year in one family is our 9.8 kilowatt model Zeros. These are a little bit lower battery configuration, but at a great price point, $10,995 as the base starting price on the bike. These bikes are perfect inner-city commuters. They offer great value, great performance. We have it both in the S model and the DS model for 2016. Again, another area that we've been working on at Zero is to make electric vehicles more affordable to the masses. So these two bikes are an initiative that we started this year to try to open the market up a little bit, to make it more affordable for more consumers to get involved in electric vehicles. And the 9.8 kilowatt S and DS models are going to achieve that. So that's a basic background on our existing product line, but of course we're here at AIMExpo, and we're here to share with you some exciting news about two new models that we're introducing to the market this year. So without any further ado, I'll start with the first bike. So I'd like to introduce everyone to the new Zero DSR. The Zero DSR is a derivative of the DS model. Ever since we introduced the SR version of the S, the consumers have been asking, when are we going to make all this torque, all this power, all of this adventure available in our leading adventure bike? And here it is, the DSR Zero for 2016. Again, based on our highly successful DS model, longer travel suspension, more aggressive Pirelli on-off-road tires, suspension specifically suited for on-off-road use. As many of you know, Zero introduced an app in 2013 that allows you to custom tune the power characteristic of our bike through your cell phone. And the app is connected via Bluetooth to the bike. It allows you to go in and change torque curve settings, max power settings, and the amount of regen the bike has under coasting and under braking conditions. For an off-road bike like this, it's an off-road tuner's dream. Instead of a toolbox that you need to get a hold of, new pistons, new rods, new valves, valve springs, exhaust systems, tools, and weekends in the garage, all you have to do is get out your cell phone and flip a few switches and you got a completely different bike. Absolutely stunning performance in terms of what it can do on off-road with all that torque on hand and the way that it's modulated to the rear wheel. Very good traction, very good performance, a real true off-road bike that can be ridden aggressively anywhere. The DSR, I'm sure, will be a fan favorite, and already from what we're seeing just from our own internal staff as far as the performance, we think it's going to be a great addition to the line. So with that, with introducing the new DSR, I'll move forward with our final bike of the day. Again, but first I'll just go through some of the specs here on the DSR. 106 foot-pounds of torque, a high output 660 amp motor controller, about 25% more than the 0DS. Again, the IPM motor mounted in the bike to produce more power efficiently, and then the high temperature motor magnets. This bike retails for $15,995. Last year, Zero introduced a radical concept. We did a mid-year price correction, actually lowered the prices of all our bikes mid-year due to the lowering of battery costs. Our forecasts on battery costs were off. They actually reduced much quicker than we expected. And in 2015, we did a mid-year correction, lowering the prices about $1,500 at retail for the consumers, which seemed to be very much appreciated. And that's continuing on here in 2016 with the Zero DSR at $15,995. Now I'll move forward to the final bike of the day, and this bike is really going to turn some heads. It really has internally a Zero for everyone who's ridden it. This bike, every time you get on it, your driver's license is in jeopardy. And well, let's see a little quick video on it. Introduce everybody to the Zero FXS Supermoto. Ever since we introduced the FX, this bike has been begging to be made. The FX is our inner city hooligan bike, the perfect do-everything bike. Type of bike you can break to work if you get stuck in traffic, hop up on a curb, blast across the open parking lot, ride up a flight of stairs, run it off a loading dock, whatever you want to do. And it's only made sense to take that and make it into a full supermoto bike. This bike here in the test list, the test fleet at Zero has a long list every day that we're logging durability miles on it. There's always it's very hard to get a chance to ride this bike because everybody just loves to ride it. We like to say it changes direction faster than a cheetah shopping for groceries. This bike is really fast, 70 foot-pounds of torque, under 300 pounds, electric torque, seamless torque. It's amazing to ride, it's an amazing thing to behold. It's almost impossible to keep the front wheel on the ground on it, this in full sport mode. This bike is a bike that I think is going to be a real rock star for us in terms of sales this year. You know, it's based on the FX model, 44 horsepower, all the components that you'd come to expect from Zero, the Showa suspension, Bosch ABS, and of course we had to put the Pirelli Diablo Rossa tires on this thing just to have any chance to keep it hooked up to the ground. This bike is something that everyone's going to be, I think it's going to be a real favorite among the press corps this year. We're just trying to figure out how to keep everybody from losing their licenses in the process with this thing. But again, the Zero FXS is something new from Zero. It's really kind of the fulfillment of a dream that we've had at Zero to really take electric vehicles and to make them real motorcycles. Real high performance, fun motorcycles to ride. Not scooters, not toys, not something that you would be unproud to ride or ride with your friends. These are serious motorcycles that people can enjoy and have a lot of fun with. So the Zero FXS is now part of the family. All of the bikes are currently in production at our factory in Scotts Valley and will start arriving at dealerships soon. The retail price of the FXS is $10,990. Again, very affordable. It has a removable battery pack as well. And with the 6.5 kilowatt, the upgrades of the batteries this year, extended range, and a lot of other features. We'll be releasing these to the press here in the months ahead and to consumers here very shortly. We're very excited about it, as we are with the entire line. In closing, I'd just like to thank everyone for attending our press conference. It's great to see such a turnout and so much interest in Zero motorcycles. It's very gratifying to us that people are following what we're doing. We have press kits here on hand. If anyone needs a press kit, Shannon here has press kits in all languages in digital form, and we have some printed versions in English form. And if there's any questions regarding the product line or about Zero in general, I'll be around after the press conference here. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Again, thank you on behalf of all the employees at Zero Motorcycles for your interest in what we're doing, and 2016 should be a great year. So thank you.